If there is anything positive to say about Donald Trump, there is only one thing one can say, and that is if he sees an opportunity to be able to make some money, he will use whatever influence he has in order to make that happen. So he's now asking countries to join what he refers to as a board of peace. And my understanding of this is that it's supposedly about the next phase in bringing peace to Gaza. It's unlikely, but nevertheless, he's making the effort. The point about this is that the Board of Peace is really Donald Trump's effort to reinvent something that resembles the UN. Now, he's had issues with the UN. He's withdrawn from some, 60 different organizations within the UN. He wants it dismantled. And he wants another organization to take place which reflects him and only him. He plans to be the chair of this group of people, and he's inviting countries, including Australia, to become a part of this particular board. Now, I would shudder to think what would happen if Albanese chose to be on this board. Firstly, to become a permanent member of this board, you'll be expected to pay Donald Trump personally $1 billion. So it is a scam, another one of Donald Trump's forever, ever implemented scams that is designed to enrich him and his cronies, and I guess particularly his son-in-law, Jared Kushner. So this is what they plan to do. Now, there's an article on this on the ABC's webpage, which is just highlighting what this is all about. Australian Prime Minister Anthony Albanese have been asked by US President Donald Trump to join the Board of Peace as the White House tries to push the fragile ceasefire in Gaza into its next phase. A draft charter for the organisation, which will be chaired by, guess who, none other than the Orange Clown, Mr. Trump, has been sent. It has been sent to a number of world leaders, including Canada's Mark Carney and Turkey and Argentina and so on. It is unclear exactly how many countries have received invitations, but reports suggest dozens are on the list. Now, one of the things that we need to be mindful of is that if you decline an offer from Donald Trump, there's every chance in the world that he'll find a way to punish you for not accepting his invitation. So Australia's going to be placed in a situation now where if we refuse this invitation, then we're going to be tariffed, or something's going to happen to us that will not be all that helpful in terms of our relationship with the United States. But the reality is, Trump doesn't give a shit about that relationship anyway. So I guess Albanese is going to be left with an incredible decision to make as to whether to join this particular board. He's hoping that he doesn't give in to this. The text of the document, first revealed by Bloomberg, stated that each country that accepted the invitation would be represented by its leader and would be given a term of no more than 3 years. If a country wants to stay as part of the Board of Peace beyond that, it would have to make a cash contribution to its efforts of $1 billion. That's a lot of dough. Speaking to ABC Sydney Radio on Monday, Mr. Albanese said he had received correspondence from the US President overnight, but could not say whether Australia would join the board. Why not just say we friggin' won't? That's a silly idea. It's coming from Trump. It's purely about enriching himself and his cronies. So why not just reject it? He said, that's something we haven't had time to consider. And that might be true, but I think it's easy enough to know that on the surface, this is crap, and that perhaps the best thing that Albie could have said was, okay, bugger off, Donald, we're not getting involved in this next scam. I'll have to look at that when I'm in the office this morning, but I'm not going to respond to something that I haven't had the opportunity to give proper consideration to. Reports suggest that the draft charter makes no specific mention of Gaza, suggesting President Trump may want a scope to go beyond the war-ravaged enclave that served as the catalyst for its creation. And it also does not detail what the membership fee for countries wanting to remain part of the organisation would fund. Well, clearly, what they would fund is Donald Trump. Let me know in the comment section below, and just remember to subscribe to my videos, ring the bell for further notifications. But, what do you think is the value of subscribing to a fund which is an organisation run by Donald Trump? Now, we know Donald Trump fails at everything. He's had a whole host of organisations fail where they've gone into receivership, and he's now got a country that's heading the same way. So what would happen if you chose to join this particular organisation? It would be an exclusive club that is about paying homage to Donald Trump. That's all it would be. And it would be a disgrace if Australia even considered joining such a renegade, stupid, floundering idea such as this one. Let me know what you think in the comment section below. Take care, everybody.